welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how I created this look using all the products that are under 1,000 rupees, and they are also very easily available in India. Now there may be a possibility that I've used the brushes that are a little over 1,000 rupees, but I'm going to list down the alternatives of those brushes in the description box down below, along with all the details of the products that I've used in this video for you guys to have a look later. But before we jump into the video, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, and now let's get started. For my primer, which is one of the most important steps of your makeup, I'm going to use the Nykaa Prep Me Up primer, and this retails for $4.99. This is a really nice primer, guys. This is a little thick on the skin, but I love it because it just cancels out and hides all the pores. And I'm going to apply it in the centers of my face because that's where I have most of my pores, and I'm going to just massage it into my skin. Till my skin is absorbing the primer, I'm going to do my brows, and for that I'm using the Nykaa Brow On Point Micro Fine Pencil, and this is in the shade Wiccan Wand, and this retails for 380 rupees after a 20% discount, and you must get this, guys. I'm going to start with the spoolie side, and I'm going to comb all the hair of my brows in the same direction as its growth, and then with the pencil side I'm going to lightly fill it in. And first I'm going to start with the tail of the brows and then go to the center, and then I'm going to do the front part of my brows. I'm going to go in light flickering motions to lightly fill my brows, basically the sparse areas, because I don't want a very bold look. I want a very light and a natural look. For the front portion of my brows, I'm going in hair-like strokes, and I'm creating a very natural effect for my brows. I also like to go back and forth with my spoolie to evenly spread the product throughout my brows and to see if there are any empty spaces left, and I can just fill them up again with the pencil side. Next, to correct my under eyes, I'm going to use the Krylon Derma Color Camouflage Cream, and this is in the shade D30. This is only 4 grams of product, but it retails for about 800 rupees, and this really goes a long way, guys, so it's really a good investment. And I'm going to apply it with a flat brush. This brush is from PAC, and this is in number 317. I'm going to take a small amount of it and lightly tap it under my eyes and the other places where I see darkness and pigmentation on my face. Now you will see how less of an amount I've used, and this is actually going to be sufficient to cover your dark circles, and that is why I say a small amount goes a really long way, guys. As I go along, I'm also pressing the corrector into my skin, and I'm not like swiping it to remove it. So this is a very important step. If you want like a flawless base, then I think you should definitely go for a corrector. Next, for my foundation, I'm going to use the Forever 52 foundation, and this is the Ultra Definition Liquid Foundation, and this retails for $6.99, guys. I'm going to apply it at the back of my hand first, about 2 to 3 pumps, and then I'm going to apply dots all over my face, mainly focusing on the orange correctors because we really need to hide the correctors and we do not want any orange or peachiness showing from beneath our foundation. Then I'm taking a beauty blender. This is actually a beauty sponge from Usher Beauty, and this retails for $2.99, and then I'm just going to tap it all over my face. I'm going to go a little bit over my eyelid as well because I just like to, and yeah, I'm going to tap everything into my skin. The best part about this foundation is that it does not dry out very fast, so you can take your time in blending, and I love the fact that it just blends so effortlessly and it just gives you a second skin-like finish. This is a medium to lightweight foundation, and it really feels so super light on the skin, and that's why I love this foundation. Next, for my concealer, I'm going to use the Backtake Cover Concealer, and this retails for $4.95. This is a little darker shade for my skin, so I've already ordered a brighter one, and I'm still going to go ahead with this because I really like the formula and the pigmentation of this concealer. Then I'm going to take the pointed side of my blender and I'm going to just tap the concealer in. Then whatever's there left on the sponge, I'm going to apply it on my chin and a little bit on my nose and my forehead. Now to set my face, I'm going to use the Forever 52 Wet n Dry Compact Powder, and this is in the shade Warm Ivory, and this retails for $349 after a 10% discount. It is currently at 314 rupees, so you have to grab this, guys. This is a beautiful product, and I'm setting it with a Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm going to again put the list details of all the products that I've used, and I'm just going to tap it gently into my skin. I hope you can see the difference between the side that I've set and the one that I still have to set. I just love it. It just gives you a seamless finish and just makes it completely matte. And it's actually very lightweight if you come to think about it. Next, to contour my face, I'm going to use the Elegal Pro Conceal, and this is in the shade Toast. And I really like this concealer, guys. Actually, I'm going to use it as a contour. So I'm just going to apply a very less amount of it because it's extremely pigmented. And this retails for about $6.95, guys. This is one of the must-haves concealers and contour products. If you're into cream contouring, then I really recommend this. And then I'm going to go in with my damp blender, and then I'm just going to lightly tap it to blend out the product. Now it's unfortunate that I do not have a contour powder which is under 1,000 rupees, so I'm going to move on to my blush, and for that I'm going to use the Rimmel Maxi blush, and this is in the shade Wild Rose, and this retails for about 600 rupees. I'm taking a brush from MAC and I'm just going to lightly apply it on the apples of my cheek. Next, to highlight my face, I'm going to use an Illuminating loose powder, and this is in the shade Classic Gold, and this is from K Beauty. This retails for about $719, and I think this is on discount right now, so I really recommend you get your hands on this, guys. And I'm taking the same fluffy brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to just lightly apply it on the highest points of my cheeks. So this powder is extremely finely milled, and you know, it's so soft on the skin, and literally it just dissolves on the skin, but it is so pigmented, as you guys can see. I hope you guys can see. I'm going to apply a little bit on my chin, on the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my forehead, right above the brows. Next, I'm going to apply a little bit loose powder under my eyes before I get onto my eye makeup, and for that I'm using the PAC Cosmetics High Definition Loose Powder, and this is a beautiful, very similar to the K Beauty Illuminating Powder, and this retails for $745, guys. It has two different shades, and I really love this powder. So I'm going to take the sponge and I'm going to apply it closest to my lower lash line. And I do not want to hide the highlighter, or you know, just put it over the highlighter. So you have to be very careful. I usually like to do my eyes first, so you know, if I have any fallout, I can clean it up and the rest of my face is not, you know, touched and bothered literally. So yeah, moving on, I'm going to do my eyes, and for that I highly recommend two eyeshadow palettes. Now, to get the perfect colors out of your eyeshadows, I always prefer to apply an eyeshadow base, and for that I'm going to recommend to you the NYX Eyeshadow Base, and this is in the shade Skin Tone, and this retails for about $725, guys. So first I'm going to apply this, and with the same flat brush that I applied the orange corrector with, but of course on the other side I'm going to take a very small amount of it and just tap it all over the eyelid. I'm also going to go under my brows, and I'm gonna just tap it in flickering motions. I'm gonna just spread it as well. I don't really recommend taking a lot of this eyeshadow base because you know it can tend to crease, and that's not what we want. We want our eye look to be seamless and you know flawless. Now there are so many eyeshadow palettes that are available out there that are under 1000 rupees, and as you can know, I cannot own all the palettes that are under 1000 rupees. So I'm going to recommend you two palettes, and my first choice is going to be the Nykaa palette, and this is the Eyes on Me palette, and this is the shade Smokey at 8. It's a beautiful palette, guys. If you are a person who loves nude colors and a neutral eye, then this is the palette you must own. My next recommendation is the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air eyeshadow palette, and this retails for 499 rupees. This is a beautiful palette, guys. It's got a gorgeous collection of neutrals and two shimmer shades, and it also has a pink color just to make your eyes pop. Today's choice of palette is going to be the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, and this is in the Rosé in the Air, as I told you before. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and this is from pack 161, and I'm taking this light shade from the palette and I'm going to apply it all over my lid to set the eyeshadow base that we have applied. I've also tapped out the excess powder from the brush because this palette is so pigmented and you do not want any fallout under your eyes because you have done a lot of effort doing the rest of your face. Next, I'm using the same brush, but from the pointed side of the brush, I'm using this transition color which is on the top, and very lightly, again tapping off the excess, I'm just going to apply it right over my crease. I'm also going to keep it rounded towards the end, and I'm going to just go till the inner corners of my eyes and just blend in circular motions and in windshield wiper motions wherever I feel I need to blend the product. So I did go and do my other eye off camera because I was not very sure of the look that I wanted to create, but now I'm sure, and now let's just do our other eye. And for that, I'm taking the same brush and this dark brown color from the palette. I'm going to apply it in the outer corners of my eye, going all the way to my natural crease. I'm also going to take it a little bit to the centers of my lid, and I'm going to keep it extremely way to the outer corners. I'm also taking the flat side of the brush and just filling the eyeshadow in the outer V and a little bit to the centers of my lid. Next, I'm going to create a cut crease, and I've added a little bit foundation on the back of my hand, and with the same flat brush that we used to apply the the corrector, I'm going to take it and cut my crease from the inner corners all the way to the centers of my lid. Now you may be wondering why I'm not using the eyeshadow base to cut my crease. That's because the foundation is a little liquidy and it helps to spread it out evenly, whereas the eyeshadow base is a little thick and a little dry, so it's better to apply it all over the eyelid than to cut your crease. It's a little dry and you do not want to keep dragging the product, otherwise all the effort that you've done before that step just goes to waste because you're removing the product and not setting it. Now I'm taking a dense brush from pack again, and I'm taking this maroon shade from the palette. This is a beautiful rosy color, more like a maroon rose color, and I'm going to apply it in the centers of my lid right over the crease that we've just cut. I'm also going to diffuse it to the brown shade that we applied before, and I'm going to go back to the brown color with the tiny same brush that we applied the brown shade with, and I'm going to melt and literally diffuse both the colors together. Going back to the maroon shade, I'm just going to tap it so that I get the intensity and the exact color that I want. Now for the inner corners, I'm going to take a flat brush, and this is from MAC, and I'm going to take this shimmer shade from the palette and apply it from the inner corners up to the maroon shade that we applied. And I'm just pressing it and dragging it with very light pressure because I want the maximum pigmentation from this eyeshadow. Then going back to the maroon shade, the brush that we applied the maroon shade with, I'm just going to blend both the colors together. And if you want, you can take a little bit more color from the palette, but it's really not required to blend these colors because they are so easy to blend and they work effortlessly, guys. With the same flat brush that I used the shimmer shade with the pointed side, I'm going to apply a little bit of the shimmer shade again under the highest points of my brows. Now for my eyeliner, which I really love, this is the PAC Cosmetics Gel Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Aqua Black, and this is a beautiful eyeliner. Honestly, it really does not dry down, guys. I love this eyeliner. It is so pigmented and it just like glides onto your eyelids like butter. So I'm taking a MAC 211 eyeliner brush and I'm going to apply a thick eyeliner with an extra long wing. Now for those who really don't prefer to apply gel eyeliners from a pot, I highly recommend the Aqua Pro Precision Stroke Eyeliner, and this is again from MAC. The fine tip of this eyeliner, guys, it's insane, and I just love using this eyeliner for those extra sharp edges in the outer corners and in the inner corners of my eye. Now I'm going to clean the same dense brush that we applied to use the maroon eyeshadow, and I'm just doing it on a dry tissue, and I'm going to go in with the dark brown shade with the same brush, of course, and apply it in my lower lash line. Don't forget to tap off the excess, guys. Then I'm going to apply a mascara on top and my bottom lashes, and this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara, and this is a really good mascara, guys. This retails for $7.99 and I love this mascara because it just gives you an instant volume and length to your lashes. Now this mascara is a perfect dupe to the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced, and that retails for about 1,000 something. So yes, I love this mascara, guys, and I really don't need to wear falsies with this, but nevertheless I will recommend you a pair of falsies that are really good, and they are the PAC 213. You must get your hands on this, and I think they retail for about 235 or 95, something like that. I will put the link again along with the products for you guys to have a look later. Now moving on to lipsticks, there are so many options available out there, but again I cannot own everything under 1,000 rupees. So I'm going to recommend you two of my favorite lipsticks, and if you are a lover of bright red lipsticks, I would highly recommend you the K Beauty Lip Crayon, and this is in the shade Spotlight. This lipstick, guys, literally glides onto your lips like butter, and it is extremely pigmented. You must go for this if you love red lipsticks, and if you are a sucker of nude colors just like me, I would recommend you the Sugar Cosmetics, and this is the Matte as Hell Lip Crayon, and this is in the shade Elwoods, and I'm going to apply this color because I feel this is going to suit perfectly with my eye look, and I'm going to show you how it looks right now. This lipstick is insane, guys. This is actually matte as hell, as they've named it. I love the pigmentation and the formula of these lipsticks. You can check out my review on the Sugar Matte as Hell lipsticks, and I will put the link of that video again in the description box down below. So this is my final look, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do show me some love by giving me a thumbs up in the bottom bar down down below. Please also take a moment to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you like watching such videos and if you want me to create some other videos using a target of an amount that you really want, please do let me know in the comment section down below and I would be happy to create that for you. Till then, take care and thank you so much for watching.